Is it going?
Yes.
Okay. Now talk about Seevers Sudden Service.
Oh, my very first job, I worked for a grocery store, Safeways. I only worked for them for 2 weeks because they wanted me to clock out and then keep on working for free. I thought that was dumb, to work for free. And so I quit. I went to work where my brother worked, which was at a gas station, which was the biggest gas station in town. It was a Chevron station, and it was connected with a car dealership. And it was owned by a guy named Seevers. And I had a tremendous amount of fun working there, and we learned a lot. We had these uniforms that we wore that were blue pants and white shirts and a nice Chevron emblem on our pocket, and we looked sharp. And anyway, we would get bored, and sometimes, because this is a small town, and people would be coming between Reno and Las Vegas to Reno and so forth. And that was most of our customers, was customers passing through town. But we decided, because we were sometimes bored, that what we would do was create something called Seevers Sudden Service. And what that meant was when a car would come up, 3 or 4 of us would run to the car as fast as we could, as though we were a pit crew at a racetrack. And the hoses for water and air were in the ground next to the gas pumps. And whoever had the air hose would grab that hose and he would fling it high up in the air. It would go at a real high arc. And he'd start working on the tires to make sure the tire pressure was right all the way around. And somebody else would approach the driver and ask him what he wanted. Somebody else would start washing the windshield. Somebody else would pop open the hood and start checking the oil, check the water, check the battery, check the fan belts. And we did all this with just incredible speed, and the people were in shock that would see all this activity going on, and some of them were scared because they'd never seen anything like this. They didn't know what we were doing. But we had them in and out of there in a flash because we had all these guys working really fast, and everybody had a job, and everybody knew what their job was, and they did it really quick, and they finished it, and it was a tremendous amount of fun to see the reactions. And the reactions was everything from total fear. One guy said, "Don't open my hood, you can't look under my hood." Other people were just delighted and thought it was funny. Some people were just amazed. But it was just kind of fun, and something that was interesting to do, and made work a lot more fun for a little while.
What about the bathrooms?
Well, one of the things that happened at this gas station, it was really a nice new station. And most gas station bathrooms that you may have experienced are pretty ugly because nobody wants to go in and clean the bathrooms. But we decided that we would have the absolute best bathrooms ever. And we would clean those bathrooms about once every 2 hours. And they were spotless all the time. And because they were so clean, the people that used them kept them clean. And it wasn't very hard to keep them clean once they were clean. And we would get letters sent back to our boss saying how much they appreciated the bathrooms and that they would stop at the gas station just because the restrooms were so clean. But we figured out that we could get more customers coming if we could just clean the bathrooms a little more. Another little trick we found out is that more customers would come if they already saw some cars parked at the gas pumps. So if it was a slow day, we'd park one of our own cars there. And sure enough, here they'd come. But if no cars were there, then people would think, well, it must be too high priced or something, then they'd keep going. But if we park a few of our own cars there, then here they came. And it was amazing. And sometimes we'd have to jump in and move ours. But But we did do that. We tried all kinds of things to try to keep people happy, and I also learned there how to do things with tires, change tires, fix tires, change fan belts, change alternators and generators and batteries, and worked on carburetors a little bit. Serviced cars, did grease monkey kind of stuff, servicing cars, changing oil and filters and that sort of thing. And so it was a great learning experience to learn how to maintain a car and how different cars worked. So it was really a great learning experience, and I worked there all the time that I was in high school.